Hi kids, welcome to Awana. We are going to talk about something tonight. Have you ever wondered what someone looks like? Ever like if you want to know what someone looks like, what do? Well, you can do different things. You can go get a picture of them, right? If you want to know what someone looks like. Like here's a picture. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a picture of my grandson. See him there? He's the little one. And so now you know what he looks like because I had a picture of him and I could show him to you, and now you've seen him, and so you know what he looks like. Well, what about God? How do we know what God looks like? And if we want to know what God looks like, what do? Because we don't have a picture of him, do we? We can't just go and look somewhere and find a picture of him because one doesn't exist. In fact, you know what? It says in the Bible that no one has ever seen God. So no one could even take a picture of him because no one's ever seen him. So what does God look like, do you think? It's a good question. Do you want to know what God looks like? Don't you wonder what God looks like? I kind of wonder what he looks like. Somebody else wondered what he looked like once a long, long time ago. Moses did. Moses wanted to know what God looked like. And here in way back in the book of Exodus here, I read this. God and Moses were talking, and God was giving Moses the 10 Commandments. And then Moses said, okay, good, we got all that stuff done now. Show me yourself. I want to see you, God. And God said an interesting thing. He said, and the Lord said, I'll cause all my goodness to pass in front of you, and I'll proclaim my name, the Lord, in your presence. I'll have mercy on whom I will have mercy. But, he said, you cannot see my face, for no one can see me and live. So even Moses, he wanted to see God, but God said, no, I'm not gonna let you see me. And that's kind of interesting. And so what happened here is Moses kind of crouched down behind a rock, and God walked by, and God covered Moses' face so he couldn't see God's face. And then when God walked by, he got to see the back of him. And it's kind of like this, maybe. You ever look at a really bright light like this? Wait a minute. Whoa, that's a bright light. I'm making Justin blink. That's a bright light. That's really bright. If I looked at this light, I can't do it. I have to close my eyes or cover my face because the light's just too bright to look at. That's kind of what it is with God. And this is just a flashlight. Try to do that with the sun. You ever go out and try to look at the sun? Don't do it. Because it's just so bright that you can't even look at it, and it kind of hurts and burns your eyes because it's so powerful and bright and strong and magnificent. And that's, I think, kind of what God looks like. Or maybe that's why we can't see God. Because if we looked at him, it'd be too much for us. Just like going and looking into the sun or looking at a really, really bright flashlight. So we don't know what God looks like. And he says that we can't know what he looks like. And that may seem, well, I don't know, it may seem like, well, gosh, then if I can't know what he looks like, if I can't see him, is he even really around, or is he close, or is he just far, far away and it doesn't have anything to do with me? I don't think so. See, I think God is really, really close to us, even though we can't see him. It's kind of like wind. Can you see the wind? I don't know what the wind looks like, but I know it's there, like this. We got a fan here. Woo! I can't see the wind. I mean, I can't see it moving, but I can feel it. And when I hold this up there, it does something. I can see what the wind is doing. I can feel it, and it's moving things around me, and it's making me cool, and it moves my papers, and so it's real, and it's close, and it's all around me, but I can't see it. And I think God might be kind of like that. Can't see him, but he's there. We can feel him. Or maybe it's like music. Can you hear the music? I can hear it. Someone's singing and playing a guitar But I can't see him. I don't know where he is. I can't look at him, but I can hear it, and the music makes me happy, and the music makes me dance, and all that kind of stuff. So the music is around us, and we hear it, but we can't see it. I think God is like that. If you ask the question, what does God look like? Nobody knows. But if you ask the question, is God close? And what's God like? Well, we can know that. In fact, God says in the New Testament that Jesus was the image of the invisible God. And so when we read about Jesus, we can learn about how God is. And the Holy Spirit is like a wind, and so when we're listening to the Spirit and it's moving us, we're feeling God. So just like the wind and the music and learning about Jesus, we can know an awful lot about God, and we can feel God, we can hear God, even if we can't see Him. Someday we're going to see God. We'll go to heaven and we'll see Him face to face, and I'm looking forward to that. Just like someday maybe you'll meet my little grandson face to face. But for sure, we'll meet God face to face, and then we'll be able to look at Him. In heaven, it's like we'll get different eyes, and we can look right at God and see Him. It'll be like looking right into the sun, and it won't hurt your eyes at all, and that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. But while we're here on this earth, God chooses to be invisible. But we can feel Him, and we can hear Him, and He's very close, and that's good, and that's enough for now. So what's God look like? I don't know. Someday, you and I will both know, but we'll have to wait for that.